Hey, what's up, everyone? Daniel Matishak, CEO and founder of Mindable. You're probably thinking, why am I watching a video from a job posting? And that is a great question. And the answer to that is we're just testing this. We're very selective on who we hire just to make sure they're the right culture fit, make sure they can handle the role, and make sure they want to be here for a long time. So, because of that, it's kind of hard to get who we are as a company, what we stand for, our mission, across in a job posting. And also, I want to make sure it's something that doesn't waste your guys' time and something that you guys would be interested in. So, because of that, that is why we're doing a video. And one of the big things we do at Mindable is we test absolutely everything. So, this is a test and see if it gets the right applicants. So, with that said, a little bit about Mindable, why we exist. 70% of your life is you're working, which is a super depressing stat. And, that was a very depressing stat for me when I was in college. So, I really spent a lot of time thinking about what kind of company I want to work for, invest my time into, invest my energy, my heart into. And, the list of what I would want in that company, I couldn't really find. So that was a big reason why I wanted to start my own company. I think culture is at the forefront of almost any successful company out there, and the better the culture, the more successful they are. So because of that, we really have built a very unique culture, one of a kind, at least in Edmonton, I think. But I have a lot of friends all over the world who have companies, and very few of them come in comparison to us and our culture that we've created. So yeah, that's a little bit about us. Core values. So Mindable kind of stands for three things. Number one is do the undoable, right? That's something that resonates a lot with me growing up with learning disabilities and having all these people telling me you can't do things, what I think is bullshit. So we always try to tackle projects that seem a little scary because first off, that reward you get at the end once you accomplish it is, an amazing feeling. And also, as soon as you believe you could do something is when you can start achieving it. Second you say you can't is the second you won't. So, one of our core values is do the undoable. Number two is candor, which is truthfulness, honesty. There ain't much bullshitting around here. We say it how it is. And because of that, people grow a lot faster than I think they would other organizations. And there's also that respect factor of every single person in the office respects each other on a higher level because we are honest with each other. We call them out if we agree with the direction or disagree with the direction, agree with a project or disagree with a project. The same thing goes for me. People call me out all the time, and because I'm happy if I'm right more often than not, but I'm wrong such a large chunk of the time. So I think when people are honest with each other is when they start to drop the ego and realizing that we're in this together and we're doing this as a team versus me. So, and number three is purposefulness, which is doing something that adds value to people's lives. I won't go tons into exactly what we do here because it's a long-winded explanation, but we run a personal development website, a very large one. We were about 1,500 most viewed website in the world. We get about 500,000 hits. We've sold hundreds of thousands of products all over the world. Facebook following of 1.2 million-ish. So, it's a big media property that we run. But, we want to create products, create content that actually help people, change people's lives, and leaves a positive effect on this world. So because of that, we put purposefulness as one of our core values. So, the roll. So I kind of wrote a little bit here. We have a pretty extensive training program at Mindable. So on average, people get trained for 1 to 3 months before they really start working. And because of that, we teach them a lot more in-depth versions of things they may have heard of. For example, like content creation. We go a lot deeper in that. Marketing, email, social, building funnels, split testing, customer psychology, like all those things that really are important in a marketing role. We go a lot more in depth with the training than I think most people are used to. So because of that, the experience is less important. What is more important is someone who's hungry to learn, someone who's hungry to advance, because we do have a lot of possibility to advance here. I mean, we just gave ownership to our CTO, who's been with me for 6 years, but yeah, he's proven his worth, and he's family to me now. And because of that, this year he's also an owner of Mindable. We've had people who've one employee started a year ago, and she's already been to 3 conferences this year, all across the US. So your ability to travel, learn, grow, advance, the sky's the limit there. We do not put ceilings on you. If you think you can do it and you believe you can do it and you prove that you can do it, then we'll compensate you for that, and we'll keep pushing you to go higher and higher heights. I will never be the person to say no. So we're looking for someone who wants a place to call home and to be part of a family. Culture is, like I said, such a big part of what Mindable is. It's a big part of who I am as a person, and it's a big part of every single person who becomes part of Mindable. So that's kind of hard to really explain. After this, I'll probably give you a quick tour of the office. But it's really one of those things you don't really understand the level of closeness, I guess, unless you work here, which is a while. I'll move past this. Not just looking for a job or a paycheck, right? Strong interest in digital marketing. So like I said, you might not have the exact skills, but you do really want to learn them. Someone who will push themselves every single day, and someone who loves to take initiative and make an impact without needing close supervision. We do not micromanage here. I'm busy enough. Our managers are busy enough. The whole company's ran on a thing called Scrum, which is 2-week sprints. And every 2 weeks, we go around the office and go to every single person's desk, and they explain what they did that 2 weeks. It gives them ability to show the office, this is what I accomplished, these are the wins that I had, these are the failures that I had. It's very cool because it gives everyone a voice, right? But it also brings the whole team closer together because everyone knows what everyone's working on. So, the oneness kind of comes out at that point. And then as a team, we plan the next 2-week sprint, right? Because there's a lot of input on direction from the team. It's not, me or upper management tells you this is what you do and this is what you do. I'm not sure what's best, right? I don't know. You're going to know your position way better than I'm going to. So it's important for you to be in the planning stage. Cool. So that is that. A little bit more on us. Yeah, we're not a huge team. We're about 15 in house currently, and then about 50 worldwide. So we're actually in the process of moving more outsourced people in house, just because it's really hard to get culture across to outsource team members. It's just a hard sell. So because of that, we're really starting to make the move slowly but surely. Last position we moved into was social media, and yeah, that's gonna be an ongoing thing. So our goal is to definitely grow the team, but we also, I think, accomplish a lot with a little team, and that's kind of how we like to keep it. So yeah, we're very selective on who we let in and the reasons we let them in, and because of that, they add to the culture that we have. So